Welcome to Nine Cloud Tutorials. So we have completed a lot of portions from matrices chapter, and now we are moving on to the last core of this chapter, which is multiplication of matrices. This is the most important topic for your board exams. Okay, so multiplication of matrices is very important. There is for sure a very damn sure 3 or 4 mark question coming in your board exams on this topic. So it's very easy topic. It's very simple topic. Okay, so let's start with the lecture. Now, when can you multiply two matrices? When can you multiply two matrices? The first question is, when can you multiply two matrices? First thing is the number of columns. The number of columns. Suppose if you are assuming a matrix, A matrix, okay, and then you are assuming a matrix B matrix, okay. So now the statement says that there are two columns. Suppose it is a 2 into 2 matrix, 2 and 2. The number of columns in A matrix must be equal to the number of rows in B matrix, which means this number of rows into the B matrix. So again I will repeat it. Number of columns in A matrix must be equal to number of rows in B matrix. Okay. Now, how to find the product of a matrix A and B, which is AB initially. Okay. So this is a general formula. You don't need to rectify. Seriously telling you, it's very simple. Just remember it. Okay. Once you remember it, then you have to just practice a bit. Okay. You need to practice few exercises. Once you complete till the miscellaneous exercise of any of your books, whether it's Agarwal or it's Selena publications, it doesn't matter. But you'll be for sure having a good hand on this chapter. And this is a very simple chapter and a very scoring chapter, as I told you in the lecture 1 of this playlist. Okay. And so let's start with an example first, which will make you understand how to multiply two matrices. Okay. So you need to find matrix A and B. It's a product of A and B. Okay. Suppose this is A. Suppose this is B. Okay. I've written it directly. Okay. It's understandable. Okay. Now, how to multiply both of these matrices? The very first step is product of these both matrices can be found with the first step, which is multiplying the first row of matrix A into the first column of matrix B. Okay, which means first row. Now, first row is this. Okay, this is the first column. Okay, so first element 3. What's the first element? 3. Write 3. Okay, now this multiplies with this. Each and every number multiplies with the corresponding element of the other matrix. Okay, so 3 into 1 becomes 3. Now you need to add. Okay, now 4 with 3, 4 into 3, which means 4 into 3. Okay, now this is done over here. So leave these spaces empty. I'm just making you explain. Once you understand this whole concept, it's going to be very simple for you to do it in one short way. Which means after this, the very next step will be your product. Okay. So you should be sure enough. You should have a good hand on this multiplication and addition. Okay. It's a very basic thing. Okay. Now, what does this mean? 3 2s are 12. 12 plus 3, 15. So we got the first element of the product. This is the first element of the product which we have found. Okay. Now let's go on to the step 2. The step 2 is same row of the first matrix, which is A matrix, gets multiplied with the column of the second matrix. Okay. The second column. Understand? This is the first column. This is the second column. This is the first row, this is the second row. So the first row with the second column. Initially we did first row with the first column. Now we are doing first row with the second column. Okay, let's go on. And this is the second element which we are being searching for. Okay, so 3 2s are 3 into 2. I'm writing it so that you understand it well. Okay, now 3 2s are, we have written it over here, add the addition symbol. Now 4 4s are, which turns out to be 16. Okay, leave the spaces empty. Let's move on to the second element. We have found out the second element. Look over here. 3 2s are 6. 6 and 16 becomes 22. Okay, you found out the second element of the matrix. Fine, you found out the second element of the matrix. Now let's go on to the step 3. Let's move on to the step 3. Now the step 3 is same. Just the thing is, we are now multiplying with the second row. This is the first row, this is the second row, this is the first column, this is the second column. Okay, remember one thing. Never ever you will multiply with the row of the second matrix. Always remember, the second matrix belongs to the column and the first matrix belongs to the row. Okay, it's very simple. Okay, now the second row with the first column of matrix B. Okay, so what does this say? 5 into 1, 5 into 1 plus 0 into 3, 0 into 3. We are leaving the fourth element. We'll find it out in the step 4. Okay, now what is the product? What is the third element which we have found? 15, 22, 5 ones are 5, 0 into 3 becomes 0, 5 into 1, 5. Okay, very simple. Now we have found out the 3 elements. Let's move on to the fourth element. Let's complete it. Step 4. Now AB again the same procedure. Just the thing is now first row with the second column of the second matrix, which means B matrix. Okay, second row of the A matrix gets multiplied with the second column of the B matrix. Okay, now the remaining elements are same as usual which we have found. Now 5 into 2, 5 into 2 plus 0 into 4, 0 into 4. Very simple. Okay, now 5 2s are 10, 10 plus 0 into 4 which becomes 0, this becomes 10. Okay, so this is the product of your AB. Okay, so we found out AB. Very simple. Okay, we found out the AB product. We are given in a question, we are given A matrix and B matrix. Okay, and the number of columns in A matrix is equal to the number of rows in your B matrix. Then the product can be found very easily by these following steps. Okay, now let's have a quick revision of this, which will make you have a refreshing mind. Now A matrix, B matrix, first you multiply with the first row and the first column of your B matrix. Okay, 3 into 1, 3, 4 into 3, 12, which we have initially written over here. 12 plus 3 becomes 15. Step 2, first row, same procedure, but the second column. So now 3 into 2, 6, 4 4s are 16. And 6 plus 16 becomes 22. 15 and 22 becomes those 2 elements which we have found out yet. Step 3, second row with the first column. Okay, 15, 22, the remaining elements as usual. Then 5 into 1 plus 0 into 3, which becomes out to be 15, 22 and 5. Okay, we found out the 3 elements. Now step 4, AB. 3 4 5 0, again the same procedure. Now the second row with the second column of the matrix B, which turns out to be 15, 22, 5, and this is 5 into 2, 0 into 4. Add both the products, which becomes 15, 22, 5 and 10. This is your answer. Okay, a very simple example. Okay, let's move on. Let's move on to the next topic in this matrices chapter. Okay, now I'm starting with few solved examples from Selena Publications, which will enable you to understand the concept very well. Okay, so I'm picking out the 9th solved example from Selena, which states, let A, they are considering a matrix, and the A matrix values are -3, 3, 2, -2. Done? And the B matrix is 4, 6, 4, 6. Okay, very simple. Now the question says write the product, write the matrix which is AB. Okay, so it's asking the product of both of these matrices, and also write the conclusion. Write the conclusion. Okay, now let's start with the question number 9. Okay, very simple. You need to find AB. Okay, so I'm writing it as AB now. This is the solution of this question. AB is equal to A matrix minus 3, 3, 2, minus 2. Done. B matrix 4, 6, 4, 6. Done. Now let's find out the product. Okay, very simple. You can calculate it on your paper or anywhere whichever you will be having. Okay, so now let's start. First row and the first column. Okay, which means minus 3 into minus 3 into 4 plus 3 into 4. Done. Now the second element states minus 3 into 6. Minus 3 into 6 plus 3 into 6. 3 into 6. Okay. 4 twos are. Okay, I am just writing it for your explanation. After a few of the sums which I am solving over here, after this we'll be doing it directly. I won't write it like this. Minus 3 into 4 plus 3 into 4. I won't write it like this. Okay. So I hope you must be practicing along with me. Okay. Now 4 twos are. I am again writing it as 2 into 4 plus 4 twos are. Now this is minus. Okay. So you need to change the symbol over here. Okay. 4 twos are becomes. Achha, we are writing it as minus 2. Okay. Into 4. In the very next step, you need to change the symbol and you have to realize like you have to add or subtract. Okay. Now the second row with the second column, 6 twos are 6 into 2 plus, again this is the same symbolic error over here. Now this becomes minus 2 into 6. Done. Okay, this is minus 2 into 6. I'm sorry for the small font. Okay, now let's move on. Very simple. Minus 3 into 4 becomes minus 12. Minus 12 plus 12. This becomes 0. Okay. Now minus 3 into 6 becomes 18 and 3 into 6 becomes 18. This again becomes 0. Fine. Now 2 into 4 becomes 8 and this becomes 4 to the 8 but minus 8. So plus 8 minus 8 again becomes 0. Now the 6 to the 12, 12 plus and 6 to the again minus 12. So plus minus becomes minus and this becomes 12 minus 12 which is 0. Okay. So what kind of matrix is this? We have studied before the types of matrices over here. So let me recall you that this is a zero matrix. Or you can say it as a null matrix or a void matrix. Okay. So this is a zero matrix. So this is a zero matrix. So what will be the conclusion? What will be the conclusion? Okay. So you can say over here that AB is equal to 0. Okay. AB is equal to 0 or you can write it as zero matrix. Now write in a general statement the conclusion of it. We are writing the conclusion over here. What is the conclusion drawn from the sum? The conclusion is that the product of two non-zero matrices can be a zero matrix. What do you understand by this? It's very simple. If you are having a non-zero matrix, okay, this A matrix, are there any of the zero matrices seen over here? No, all are the real numbers. Okay, there is no zero matrix over here. There is no zero present over here in each and every element. When can you call a zero matrix a zero matrix? Only when you are having 0 as an each and every element present in the matrix. Are you able to understand? Okay, so over here there is a no zero matrix, there is a no zero matrix. So this statement says that the product of two non-zero matrices can be a zero matrix. Product of two non-zero matrices can be a zero matrix, which means after solving the product of both of these matrices, we found out that the product is 0. It is a zero matrix. Okay, so let's move on to the next question. Okay, so we are starting with the 10th question now. The 10th question says that if A is a matrix, let A be we are having a value of A, which is 4, -4, -3, and 3. Okay, this is the A matrix which we are given. Okay, now we are having the B matrix. The B matrix is nothing but 6, 3, 5, and 0. Okay, 6, 3, 5, and 0. And the C matrix is 2, 3, -1, -2. Okay, now what is the question asking? The question is asking that show that AB is equal to AC. Okay, and write the conclusion drawn from the solution which you have found out, the result which is obtained from the above question. Okay, so you need to write the conclusion also. You need to write the conclusion also. The conclusion also you need to write. Okay, very simple. Let's start with it. Okay, now we need to find AB first and then AC. Then we'll try to prove it equal if we get the statements equal. If you know linear equations very well, you must be understanding it. Okay, now let's start with AB. Okay, again I'll do it in a simplified form for the next few sums. Okay, and the B is 6, 5, 3, 0. Okay, now starting with it, the first element 4 into 6 plus -4 into 3. Okay, and the very next element, which is 4 into 5 plus -4 into 0. Okay, close the bracket. Now with the second row and the first column, which turns out to be -3 into 6 plus 3 into 3. Okay, now the fourth element, -3 into 5 plus 3 into 0. Done. Now let's solve it. 4 6 are 24. 24, this becomes 4 3s are 12, but -12. So 24 minus 12 turns out to be 12. Now 5 4s are 20, and this becomes 0. So this becomes 20. Okay. 6 3s are, this is -18. Okay. This is 3 into 3, which is 9. So -18 plus 9 turns out to be -9, because plus minus and sign of the greater number. Okay, so this turns out to be 5 3s are 15, but -15, and this is 0, so this is -15. Okay, now this is the product AB, so let's take it as 1. Okay, now let's move on to the next product, which is AC. Now we need to find the AC. Okay, so A is -4, 3, and 3, and C is 6, 5, 3, 0. Okay, now we need to find out the product of this. Again the same, I'm doing it in a simplified form. 4 into 6 plus -4 into 3. Okay, the second element 4 into 5 plus -4 into 0. Close the bracket. -3 into 6 plus 3 into 3. Okay, I've done a bit wrong over here. Okay, this is the B matrix. 2, 3, -1, and -2. Okay, this is the C matrix. Okay, so now 4 into 2, I'm doing it directly. 4 into 2, 8, plus -4 into -1. -4 into -1 turns out to be 4, plus 4. Now this is 4 into 3, which is 12, and -4 into -2 becomes +8. Okay, -3 into turns out to be -6, and this turns out to be 3 into -1 becomes -3. Okay, and this becomes -9, -6. Done. Now what's the final matrix which we have obtained? 12, 20, -9, and this turns out to be -15. Okay, now look the both of the matrices which we have found. This is the first, this is the second, both are equal. Okay, now since both of them are equal, now we can say that from 1 and 2, we can say that from 1 and 2 we can conclude that AB is equal to AC. Okay, AB is equal to AC. Now we have to give a conclusion as well. So what does this conclude? What can you understand by this? Let me tell you the statement and then I'll explain you the statement, okay, which will help you a lot. Now we will write the conclusion over here. Conclusion. What does conclusion say? AB is equal to AC. Okay, now matrices B and C are not equal and matrix A is not a zero matrix. Even then AB is equal to AC. Okay, what does the statement say? Matrices B and C are not equal and matrix A is a non-zero matrix. Even then AB is equal to AC. Okay, now conversely, what is the converse of this statement? If AB is equal to AC, it does not simplify that B is equal to C. Okay, which means A cannot be cancelled out, which means AB is equal to AC, but A doesn't get cancelled out. Gets cancelled. Okay, in other words, what does this all mean? This means that cancellation law is not applicable in matrix multiplication. Okay, now let me explain you it in a very simple terms. What does these statements say? These statements say that matrices B and C are not equal and matrix A is a non-zero matrix. Even then AB is equal to 0, which means suppose AB is equal to AC. Okay, now A is equal to A, we understand this. A is equal to A, we know it very well, but B is not equal to C. As you can see the matrices, this is the B matrix, this is the C matrix, but both are not equal. So what can you conclude from this? A is a non-zero matrix. Okay, even if if you suppose that A is 0, if you suppose that 0 B is equal to 0 C, then 0 0 is already over, then B is equal to C. You cannot say that B is equal to C. This is not equal, which means the funda that you apply in your normal calculations of your numericals and everything, that is the cancellation law. But that cancellation law is not applicable in matrix multiplication. Now conversely, it's the same thing. AB is equal to AC does not imply that B is equal to C. Okay, AB is equal to AC, but this does not say that B is equal to C. So what does this mean? Cancellation law is not applicable in matrix multiplication. Okay, now let's move on to identity matrix for multiplication. Okay, identity matrix for multiplication, and then I hope I've completed many of the things. Only of a few of the kinds of sums which are left in this chapter I'll explain you up, and then after this series there will be a full video of an hour or like 1.5 hours, which will be for solving all the sums from the exercise. Okay, Now let's begin with identity matrix for multiplication. Identity matrix for multiplication. What does this mean? This means that if you are having a unit matrix I, okay. Now, what does I matrix mean? You know it very well. I matrix means 1 0 0 1. This is I matrix. This is called a I matrix. This is called a unit matrix. Okay. Now, this is a unit matrix, as we know. Now, this says that the statement says that A into I is equal to A, which is equal to I into A. This is very simple and understanding. Let me tell you. Suppose for an example, you are having A matrix as 4, 6, 3 and 2. Okay. Now, this is the matrix. Now, we are going to multiply it. We will first find this. We know this and we will find this. Okay. To prove the statement. Okay. Although you are not having derivations in ICSE board, but still to understand the concept, it's okay. Now, let's find out A into Y, which is nothing but A matrix 4, 6, 3, 2 multiplied with 1 0 0 1. Okay. Now, let's start. 4 into 1, 4, plus 6 zeros are 0. 4 into 0, 0, plus 6. Okay. 3 ones are 3, plus 0. 3 zeros are 0, plus 2. This turns out to be 4, 6, 3 and 2. Now see over here. We had started over here. We ended up at the same situation, which means this is equal to A. We have proved this. Okay. These both solutions are equal. Now let's see this. So now we need to find out I into A. Previously we have found out A. We found out A, which we have already given, and A into Y we have found out, and A is equal to A into I. We have proved this. Now let's prove I into A. Now this is the I matrix. This is the A matrix. Now 4 into 1, 4, plus 3 into 0, 0. 6 into 1, 6, plus 0 into 2, 0. 0 into 4, 0, plus 3 into 1, 3. 6 into 0, 0, plus 2 into 1, 2. Okay. So this again becomes 4 plus 0, 4, 6 plus 0, 6, 3 plus 0, 3, and 2 plus 0, 2. So this is again equal to A. Now what does this prove? This proves that therefore A into I is equal to A matrix is equal to I into A. Okay. It's very simple. Okay. And it's just a case of understanding. That's all. Okay. Now I'm solving few more problems which are related to the sums in your exercise, and this will help you to solve the exercise as well. Okay. And I hope you must have solved exercise 9b. The students who are having Selena as their book in your school. Okay. Now let's move on to the 12th sum from the same book, and it says that A is equal to, there is a matrix 3, 5, 4, minus 2. Okay. And there is a matrix B which is equal to 2, 4. Okay. Now, and is the product, it's asking, is the product AB possible? Also give a reason, and you need to find AB. Okay. So over here you need to find AB. Okay. Now this is a matrix A, this is matrix B. Now first checking situation which you should see, the very first thing you should see, what do you need to see? You need to see if the number of columns in A matrix must be equal to number of rows in the B matrix, right? Number of rows in the B matrix. So over here, I'll see over here. Number of rows, this is a 2 into 2 matrix. Okay. And The number of rows are 2. So this is 2 into 1. Now it's saying number of columns in matrix A must be equal to number of rows in matrix B. Okay. Now number of columns in matrix A 2. Number of rows in matrix B 2. Yes, there is a product possible. AB is possible. So let's find out AB now. Now, since the very first statement you need to write is since order of matrix A is equal to 2 into 2, and A has, this is not necessary in fact, but you still, if you want, you can write, has 2 rows and 2 columns. Okay, and now, and order of matrix B has 2 into 1, which means B has 2 rows and 1 column. Okay, now hence the number of columns in matrix A is same as the number of rows in matrix B, therefore product AB is possible. So hence number of columns in matrix A is equal to number of rows in matrix B. Therefore, AB product is possible. Okay, AB product is possible. Now let's start with the product. We need to find AB product. So AB is equal to, what is the A matrix? A matrix is 3, 5, 4, minus 2. Okay, into B matrix 2 and 4. Okay, very simple. Let's start with the first row and the first column. 3 into 2, which is 6, plus 5 into 4, which is 20. Now we'll move on to the second. There is no no second column in the B matrix. So over here we cannot multiply or get a second element, or we can get a 2 into 2 matrix. So the new matrix will be of this one, 2 into 1. This is 2 into 2, and the new matrix will be 2 into 1 order of matrix. Okay, now 4 2s are 8, 4 2s are minus 8, right? Okay, so here you get the answer as 26, 0, and this is the order of 2 into 1 matrix. Very simple. Okay, it's a very easy question, but confusing for people who don't know the rules and they don't know the order. They don't know the order of matrix, how to find out the order of matrix, or how do they need to find out that only number of columns must be equal to number of rows in the B matrix. Only then you can multiply. Okay, so now let's move on to one last question from the solved exercise, and then we'll end up this lecture. Okay, and the last question is the 16th question. The 16th question says, find the matrix M. You need to find out the matrix M such that M into, you have given an equation over here, M into, this is a matrix 3, 6, minus 2, minus 8. Okay, this is equal to, again there is a change of order. Okay, now first of all, what do we need to see? We must find the order of matrix M. Okay, now we need to find the order of matrix of this. Okay, as we know, this is a 2 into 2 matrix, and this is a 1 into 2 matrix, order of matrix. Okay, we know these both orders. Now we need to find this. We need to find this A into B. Okay, I am taking it as A into B. Okay, this is the first matrix, this is the second matrix, and this is the third matrix. Okay, this is nothing but the resulting matrix, you can say resulting matrix or the product matrix. Okay, now this is the resulting matrix. Now, since the product of matrices is possible, since we are given that this is the product is possible, So what does this say? This says that number of columns in the first matrix must be equal to the number of rows in the second matrix, which means number of columns. What are the number of columns? Number of columns are nothing but B. We take columns as the second. Okay, so we know that number of columns in M matrix is equal to B. Okay, and number of rows in this A matrix, I'm taking it as A matrix, A is equal to 2. So therefore B is equal to 2. Now we got one of the orders from M matrix. We got B. Now we just need to find A. Okay, we just need to find A. So now also we know that the rows of the product matrix is equal to the number of rows of the first matrix, which means the number of rows of the resulting matrix should be equal to always should be equal to the number of rows in the first matrix. Okay, so which means A is equal to 1. Okay, so A is equal to 1. Also don't forget to write the statements. Okay, now since we got A and B, so now we can create a matrix. Okay, so let M be equal to X and Y. Okay, now we are taking X and Y as M. Now therefore we are going to be solving out there. Now we are having X, Y multiplied with a 2 into 2 order matrix, which is 3, 6, minus 2, minus 8. Okay, which is equal to minus 2 and 16. Okay, now we can solve it further. Okay, by solving it further, we get 3 into X, 3x. Okay, and Y minus Y into minus 2, which is nothing but plus minus, which becomes minus 2y. Okay, which becomes minus 2y. Okay, and we are getting the second element over here, which is nothing but 6x minus 8y. Okay, minus 8y. Fine, we got a 2 element. This is not a 2 into 2 matrix, which is the result. The result is of 1 into 2 matrix. Okay, now after this we are having a product over here. The product is nothing but minus 2 and 16. So since we know that the order of matrix of both the matrices given over here in the LHS and the RHS is equal, so hence we can solve it as a simultaneous equation, right? So 3x minus 2y is equal to minus 2. Okay, and we are having 6x minus 8y is equal to 16. Okay, so by solving the equation, it's very simple. As you know, we can multiply or add over here. We can multiply either with this 2 or either with this 4. Okay, depends on you. After solving it simultaneously, you get x is equal to minus 4 and you get y is equal to minus 5. Okay, so the M matrix is nothing but x and y. So this is minus 4 and this is minus 5. Understood? Very simple. Okay, this is your answer. We found out the M matrix. Okay, in this kind of matrix you were not having many of the things present, but still you managed to find out. Okay, so you can expect a 2-mark question in board exams of these kinds, but most probably they don't ask these silly questions. They mostly ask product of AB, or they ask AB is equal to BC, prove that AB is equal to BC. If not, then state the reason. Okay, then they must be asking AB plus BC is equal to AC. These kinds of questions with given equations and products. And the other kind of question is for trigonometric question. They must be having trigonometric identities which you need to use to solve the trigonometric matrices. Okay, now we have completed 90% of the chapter over here. Okay, we have completed 90% of the chapter over here. I hope you are understanding it very well. Okay, so only a single lecture left now. That is not a lecture, in fact, it's just to solve 3 of the problems from board questions. Okay, I'll solve those problems. It will just be a 5-10 minute lecture after this. And here we are ending up with matrices almost. After that solving of 3 or 4 board questions, there will be a full exercise solving lecture. Full exercise solving lecture in which all of the sums from your exercise 9A, exercise 9B, exercise 9C, exercise 9D, including the miscellaneous, will be solved on the channel. Okay, there will be a video posting up. Okay, so stay tuned and please help our initiative, spread our channel to everywhere as you can. So share with your family and friends, and don't forget to subscribe our channel at the rate 9cloud tutorials, and also please press the bell icon. Okay, thank you for watching my video.